So, my dear brothers and sisters, it's another beautiful day again that the Lord has actually enabled us to witness. Very, very wonderful. I thank Him for health. I thank Him also for the progress, and I thank Him also for my family. Now, today I came across one of the greatest profound events that ever happened some years back, and this was leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They went and actually addressed the parliamentary group that is in the UK, both the House of Commons and the House of Lords. They actually addressed them over religious matters and a lot of things that are just happening in the world. And this really kicked out very well, that it showed how actually parliaments and governments adhere to the ways of God and they follow what the Lord really requires of them. And especially for the leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to be given this opportunity to actually, deliver a message to both the House of Lords and the House of Commons in the UK. It sends a really wonderful message to the world today. And without further ado, I would like just to invite you so that you can also be a witness of what really happened. And please welcome.
Escalate around the globe. A group of parliamentarians are finding ways to relieve suffering. They met in the UK House of Lords Wednesday with Mormon Apostle Jeffrey R. Holland to further discuss solutions to the crisis.
I invited Elder Holland to come to the House of Lords today to meet with a number of my fellow peers, members of the House of Lords. We are all parties, the group that he's going to meet, and all backgrounds and all knowledge and sense, and I want him to share his deep reservoir of knowledge and understanding, his heart, his head, his wisdom, everything that he gives me when I visit him in Salt Lake. I want to share that with my colleagues.
Baroness Emma Nicholson, chair of the All-Party Parliamentary Group, APPG, on Foreign Affairs, invited Elder Holland to participate, which stemmed from a close partnership between AMAR, an international aid organization founded and chaired by Baroness Nicholson, and LDS Charities, two humanitarian organizations with the common goal of relieving suffering.
In as much as we've been invited to be here, we didn't initiate this. I think it's that suggests that these members of Parliament, particularly in the House of Lords, are interested in what we're doing. They're doing many of these same kinds of things, and I believe now they see us as a significant partner, a significant contributor, and I think they want to build that relationship.
Elder Holland, joined by LDS Charities Director Sharon Eubank, told the APPG that religious conflicts have led to humanitarian crises of staggering proportions and the need to help remains enormous. He emphasized that religious organizations are in a unique position to help because of the trust they can establish and the motivating power of the convictions of their followers.
There's two causes that create humanitarian crises. One of them is corruption and the other one is conflict. And for the chance to be able to be in British Parliament speaking with decision makers, policy makers that affect those two things is a great opportunity.
The APPG on Foreign Affairs is an informal cross-party group where members of Parliament examine issues of foreign policy and hold meetings like the one Wednesday to stimulate wider discussion amongst parliamentarians.
My particular message was that we had a distinct advantage as a religious organization, as a church, believing what we believe about the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood and sisterhood of men and women, and that we were not only obligated but empowered in the gospel of Jesus Christ to reach out, to care for the poor, to clothe the naked, to feed the hungry.
LDS Charities, the humanitarian arm of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, is celebrating its 30th year of operations this year.
I'm a great believer in that organizations like this do a great amount of good and governments do a great amount of good, but I don't think anything is more important than what individuals do on their own. I think the best kind of charity happens with relationships, and each person has the ability to do that on their own. You don't have to belong to an organization, you don't have to be part of government. Every person can do that. I think that was the message of Christianity.
My dear brothers and sisters, that is what actually the Apostle Jeffrey R. Holland did actually. Giving an address to the UK Parliament, and that is in the House of Lords. It was actually very great, and religious conflict. This is something that has become a great concern in the entire world, and it was actually great when the apostle of the Lord went there to, you know, give the mind and the ways of God, the wisdom that Heavenly Father so requires of His children. That we are all children of our Heavenly Father, and all of us belong to one supreme heavenly being who is actually God. And there is no need of the children of men actually having all these conflicts because of maybe different of opinions and ideas over certain things. And this was very great. And as members of the church, that is one of the greatest example we can ever emulate. Ours is to bring peace. Ours is to ensure that the children of God are actually well catered for. And with this wonderful example, it is something that we ought to learn, all of us. Otherwise, thank you very much. God bless you. And I'm looking forward to see you again next time. Thank you.